Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Newsmakers Podcast, sponsored by the Tippecanoe Gazette. Today we have a staff member on, Cailey. Petsch, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. How you been?
Not bad.
Good. You write for the paper.
I do.
And we love it. You're doing a great job.
Well, I'm running out of lunch break places.
Are you running out of places to eat?
Yeah.
Do people give you like advice or suggestions?
Yeah. Some people do, but a lot of it's Dayton, and I try to stay
And you're
away.
like, I'm not going there.
It's
no,
a lot
thank
of
you.
Dayton people already.
Yeah, you've covered a lot of that already. Well, if you've got ideas for lunch break with Cailey, send the ideas into editor@tippegazette.com, and Carl will help you out with that. But we're not here to talk about lunch break today. No. We're here to talk about your insane and exciting trip to Europe. And you brought your friend. Mm-hmm. Who's your twin?
This is Cailey Foster.
Yep.
Hi, Cailey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
You have a different last name.
Yeah, because of my dad.
No, we don't have the same mom. We just say that sometimes.
I like that. But you have the same first name, but different last names. That's nice.
Hers is spelled the right way.
Okay.
I will say.
It's more the colonized version.
The normal?
I'm the...
And you're abnormal?
Yeah. And my mom likes to say it's Gaelic, and then I've found since our travels that's just not true.
That's just not true. Wait, is your mom
case.
like making stuff up?
I think that she wants it to be like the Gaelic meaning, which is like a party or a dance.
Okay.
And when I did do Irish dance, we were the McGovern Cailey dancers, but it was not spelled the way that my name is spelled.
I forgot you did Irish dance. Mm-hmm. That's hilarious that it's named after you.
Yeah.
Did you start first, or did they have that before you got there?
They had it before I got there, unfortunately.
So it wasn't, sadly, it was not about you. But you guys went on a trip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Where'd you go?
Well, we started in London, England. Then we went to Paris, France, and then ended our travels in Galloway, Ireland.
Cool. I love London. I love France, but I've never been to Galway. So let's hear about your trip. I want to hear. Let's start at the beginning. I guess that's the most logical place. And readers, you've probably read some of Cailey's stuff in her lunch break. You kind of went off the rails and did lunch break that was not local. And you did some international lunch break.
Yes, I did not include the address.
No.
I don't even remember.
No, we went to this one restaurant in London, and I went back after when I wrote an article about it for the paper. I went back and found the address for that restaurant because it was so good. Oh my goodness. So what inspired you to go to London and France and Galloway? That's a big trip.
It was cheap.
Yeah, we found it on Contiki, which is like a mostly Australian travel website.
Really?
Yes, which I found on TikTok.
Okay.
So I thought it was going to be a scam, but I was like, as long as we get to Europe, we could just figure it out from there, even if it becomes a scam.
I have never heard of Contiki. So that's like a Expedia style travel website, but not for the faint of heart.
Yes, it's for if you're
may or may
18
not be a
to
scam.
35. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, so they won't let me fly.
I think they actually do have like separate groups, but most of them
for oldies.
Yeah, I would not call it that.
That's what they call it.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
You get carded when you get there. You're like you're too
not really.
You're too old.
We were late. So.
Yeah.
So you found it on Contiki, and you're like, we're going.
Yeah.
Have you always wanted to go there, or was this like a random thing? You're like, sure, let's do it.
We wanted to go to Spain because we both took Spanish. Well, I took Spanish, and Cailey can actually she self-taught. She's better than me. Okay. But she understands it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Yo no sé.
That's all.
I've never been there before.
That's all I know how to say is where is the library? That's literally all I know how to say.
I have been to the
Nosotros trabajo.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, next to the...
We take the coffee to the library. That's
we take the coffee to the library.
Every Friday.
Oh, my goodness. So you just decided to go, but you wanted to go to Spain, and they didn't have Spain.
No, they did. It was just a last-minute thing, and I just booked a random trip, and then I knew that I could peer pressure Cailey if I really put my heart into it.
That's kind of sad. Were you excited about this, or were you a reluctant traveler?
I did really want to go. It was just I was having trouble with my job not letting me go, and then she quit. And so then I was like, hey, ultimatum, I go or I
also quit, and then you're out two people, and then
And
2
then
Kayleys, yes.
they definitely shaped up.
Okay, and they let you go.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, it's good to let your employees go do fun things and then welcome them back with open arms when they come home. It's easier than training new people. So that's good that they let you go on your trip.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you want to go to Spain or did you want to go to London and France?
I honestly was content with wherever as
Wow.
long as I was getting out of America.
You're
for a
like
little
the
bit.
perfect travel companion because you're just like, hey, we're going to Thailand. And you're like, yep, sounds good.
I'd be so down for that.
Thailand would be cool. They have good
Get
food
back
there. Do you know what kind of food they have in Thailand?
I know they serve it on like little plastic tables, little plastic chairs. Yeah, because I watched Anthony Bourdain eat in Thailand once.
I'm obsessed with Thai food. So, Kaylee, I'm going to make a suggestion that you try all the Thai places in the Dayton area
I will try
that you
my
haven't
best.
already, and then make a list of them all in one article and then rate them and give us a guess if that's the best one.
I will. I'm gonna also go ahead and rate all the different toilet paper brands.
Nice.
Same week.
Okay.
Just blow up my guts.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness! Well, you're going to be in trouble getting toilet paper since that giant warehouse burned down. $200 million warehouse.
Guy didn't think he was getting paid enough, right?
He torched it on TikTok live. And
That's crazy.
yeah, and it's weird. They caught him like immediately. What a shocker. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get paid more in prison. Maybe he will. I don't know.
No, but he's set for life.
He's
3 meals a day.
He's set for life. Yes, and lots of.
I hope they don't give him toilet paper.
Wouldn't that be ironic?
It'd be perfect. Perfect
Yeah.
punishment.
Yeah, that whole place went up fast. It was lucky there wasn't anybody else in the building, or he would have been charged with murder instead of just
Arson.
5 counts of arson. Federal charges too, because it's interstate commerce. But anyway, we're not here to talk about toilet paper. We're here to talk about your trip. So you guys got excited, you packed, and you took off. How did it go?
Well, it started at CVG.
Oh, so you flew out of, what's that? Is that the one
Cincinnati, Kentucky.
that's the one in Kentucky that people think is in Cincinnati, but it's past. Yeah.
And I made Cailey go with me 4 hours. Well, her parents actually offered to drive us, which was really nice.
Well, that's nice.
And then I'm insane, so we went 4 hours before our flight.
Yeah, no, makes sense. International flight.
Yeah.
So I think that's not necessarily crazy.
Yeah, like the preparing in the actual airport took like maybe 20 minutes.
So then what did you do in the airport for 3.5 hours?
I played my puzzle and ate a sandwich.
Nice.
Oh, no, because it's not. Because also we went, what is it, TSA?
Security.
Yeah. And then we get to like these little tables or whatever, and Cailey pulls just a large wad of metal, aluminum foil
Oh my
back.
God. Did you take a sandwich through security? And they didn't catch it.
They didn't care.
It could have been full of marijuana
It looked like it was full of marijuana. I
or
was like,
anything else.
no. That's
So
probably
you,
why later on we got our bags were checked like 18 times.
What do you mean we? I mean,
No, they
you.
pulled out your. I saw your bonnet fly.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
You had an illegal bonnet.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
pulling out
no.
like underwear, bonnets, like
Cookies.
Sandwiches, giant sandwiches. So you took in a giant sandwich and you ate it at the airport.
no, I actually didn't. I wasn't feeling it when I got there.
Okay.
We got bagels.
Nice. And you had 3.5 hours to kill before your flight. So did you fly direct to place or did you connect through 5,000 other places?
We connected through Detroit on our way there.
I'm sorry.
It was really cool though. Inside of the airport, they had like this train or subway system
That's fun.
at the top.
It's very modern.
You changed planes there and then you flew to...
Yeah. Cailey got a fun little seatmate who was like this Swedish girl.
You didn't sit together?
No, we're not paying for that.
Oh, okay. Is it extra to sit with the
Yeah.
They don't have to space out the Kayleys?
No. And we sat on one of those flights that was like, it's like a 3-sectioner. So like
Wow.
2,
Big plane.
4 people, 2 people. Or no, 3 people, 4 people, 3 people.
So you didn't sit together probably because the tickets were last minute and super cheap?
They weren't last
No, we
minute,
did it months ahead of time.
Oh,
but
okay.
just didn't want to pay the extra $75 to pick your seat.
So you had a fun seatmate that bothered you
I
the
did.
entire flight?
Honestly, I had a really good experience flying because it was my first time
Really?
ever flying.
Ever?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's That's exciting.
But yeah, it was so nice. These guys helped me put my luggage above the above head bin, and then my seatmate got here, and then I introduced myself, and we just talked.
There you go.
It was fun.
Did you have a fun seatmate?
I just had some dude. I don't really remember. I remember the food was good though.
This is Cincinnati to Detroit or Detroit to London?
Detroit to London. We
That's
got food
a long
on that one.
flight. Yeah. Do you sleep?
Barely.
Yes.
Shoot.
It's not hard for me to sleep.
It's not.
I woke up in pain, then I just went right back to sleep. And then I woke up in pain. You know, it's like a cycle, and it was fine.
Okay.
But I was like making sure, like, don't fall asleep when the food comes around.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the snacks.
The Delta, they were good. The Delta, you know what? I won't lie. They were really good. Yeah, but I get really nauseous, like, with movement. So I had to, like, kind of lock in on eating it. But I didn't want to not eat it because it was, like, it tasted really good.
Do you think they gave you special food because they knew you're a food critic?
No.
Okay.
I mean, nowhere that I go really knows I'm a food critic unless I see, like, the owner and I want to, like, chat. Then I'm like, well, I'm not really critical either.
No, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare you have something bad to say about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On paper. No, I'm kidding.
So you get to London. Flight okay?
Yeah, it was just funny trying to get out of the terminal. That was a mess itself.
So you get to London when you're at Heathrow. That's a massive airport there.
Absolutely.
It's insane how big it is. And everybody talks funny. So you get off the plane and you're like, ooh.
Yeah,
Did you fly overnight or how'd that work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get there early in the morning just so we had time again to wait for nothing. And so we got there like 9 a.m. I don't remember how we got to like the basement.
We went up to this guy that wore this vest, and he told us to take the elevator downstairs. Yeah. We ended up in the same exact place that we started.
It was €2, and then it was €2 more to take the elevator back upstairs to get where we're actually supposed to be.
And then we found the tube, and that took us like out into the streets of London.
Yeah, not euros. What are they called? Pounds. It was
Hello.
pounds. Yeah.
£2 for an elevator?
Well, okay, so we messed up and then we got back up and we were like, where are we supposed to go? And then the guy told us how to get to the tube. But then we were like, oh, we just like, because London has tap to pay for everything tube wise, which is nice.
It is nice, yeah.
And we were like, oh, well, we just tap to pay to get on this elevator and ride it. Like, we don't, in America, we just do that for free. Right. Then he was like, oh, it won't go through unless you like have a full, like, it notices you've gone on some other type of transport or whatever. He was like, it's just not going to go through. So that was nice. I don't think we actually got charged. But then we found the tube, and the tube was pretty, I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was easy just to like Google Maps and figure out where we were going. Yeah.
What did you think of the underground?
I don't like when the lights go out. It's very like zombie apocalypse.
Have you been on subways before in America?
No.
New York?
In DC.
DC, yeah. DC has a really nice one. It's probably my favorite. New York one is not as nice. But the DC one's pretty nice. And the London too? Would you like that?
It wasn't very busy.
You didn't think so?
In London? Maybe
when we were
after I compared and I was like, it's not that busy.
Like from the terminal
that
to
was
London,
busy.
that was very busy. And it was just really interesting to see all the different cultures.
Yeah, in America, like you can just expect everybody to be speaking English. And then like maybe in bigger cities, there's like a few other languages, but like that's the minority to be speaking a different language. But in London, in Paris, even like Ireland, everybody's speaking a different, there's no like, I mean, I guess French, a lot of people were speaking French, but even then it felt like it was like 30% or 25% of every language was being spoken.
It was really interesting just because like over in Europe, you heard more like Dutch, Swedish, French, whereas here in America, we hear more like Arabic and Spanish.
So what was your first impression of London when you got there?
We were so tired and it was
Where did
freezing.
you go? What was your first stop? You get off of the tube at a particular station, I assume, near like your Airbnb or whatever?
It was like, 10 minutes away?
Yeah.
A 10-minute walk.
Hotel? Airbnb? Where'd you stay?
Hostel.
Hostel. Oh, I saw that movie. Don't do that.
Oh,
Yeah, I found out hostel life is not for me.
Yeah, no.
I've been
no,
to summer
that's
camp,
Here's
so I was okay
here's some
with it.
floor you can sleep on.
Yeah. Well, it was a double bunk bed. We stayed at the Astor Museum
Okay.
hostel, which is almost half a mile away from the Royal National Hotel, which is where everybody else was staying. But it's funny because when Contiki has like a trip and everybody could stay at the Royal National Hotel, it's $500 a night. But a week later, it's $150, $250, like normal hotel prices. So I was like, we're not doing that. I was like, well, we'll do the hostel experience across the street.
Or sleep just sleep on the street.
Yeah. Well, we saw some of that.
It's
I was
essentially
like,
the same.
Yeah.
So the hostel, you show up at like in the morning. Can you like check in?
Yeah.
And drop your stuff off?
In, but they let us drop our stuff
That's
off.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Were you like exhausted because you didn't sleep on the plane, or were you like powering through and you're like, it's morning here, I'm going to go do stuff?
I felt honestly pretty great. I think
Really?
it was just the experience of like being in another country. I was ready to go do stuff.
That's
Yeah.
crazy for your first like major flight ever. Like long flight. Like a lot of people can't handle those long flights, and then they need like 2 days to recover.
I think it was like the weight being off of dropping our luggage off and not having to like Cailey had her rolling suitcase, just, like roll it on because everything's cobblestone.
Roll it through the town.
And then I had, a book bag and a tote bag, and my book bag's like 40 pounds because I'm not paying for carry on, or I'm not paying for a, what's it called? When you a check bag.
Check bag,
I'm not
yeah.
paying for that.
Yeah.
So I had this huge backpack. And once we dropped it off, we were like, oh my gosh, we can like explore.
Yeah, her nose was like almost touching the cement when she was walking.
I think at the end of this whole story, we're going to find out that you spent a total of $80 to fly to Europe and all the other. Because every time you're like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, that's what I'd like my dad to think. But then I bought a 40 € scarf. So
Yeah, that was crazy.
Which costs more than all of your hotels combined. That's great.
yeah, but then we went. So we
So you dropped
our
off your stuff.
Yeah.
And were they nice? The people are like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
welcome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Here's your patch of floor.
Yeah. Well, so double bunk bed.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know that until
We got there.
yeah. So we went and explored. We were hungry.
Where were you in London? Like,
Oh man, next to the
Where?
British Museum, like across the street.
okay, so I know where you're at. So like the southern, is that the British Museum is the one with the big whale? Or is it the other one that's up with the, like you walk in and it's got the big round like entryway with the like old.
We did not go.
Oh, you didn't go in? Okay.
No.
Again, saving money. I like it.
I think it
the
might
British
be free.
Museum's up north. I think that's the one up north. So you drop your stuff off and you're like, espresso? Or were you like out? You were like, I got to go explore.
We explored. We wanted to
Mhm.
see Big Ben. Like yeah, I guess Big Ben was the big one. So we saw him. He's there. He's doing well.
Mhm.
And then
He's big.
Yeah, we saw some
Hanging out by the river.
some dudes on the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some billboards, which was cool, like kind of like Times Square.
Yeah.
Lots of play and musical billboards.
Mhm.
And then we went to Chinatown.
Nice.
Which
They
is
do
where
not
we-
mess around there.
Mm-mm.
They are business.
Mm.
She was like, okay, wait outside and then we'll find you a table. We were like, okay. And another lady came up and she goes, okay, come inside so you can wait for a table. We said, okay. And the other lady came back. She's like, I told you guys to stay outside. And I was
You
like,
got yelled
yeah.
at by the lady.
"Mhm." And we deserved it. I
Did
felt
you
like
put
we
that in
deserved
the
it.
review? Probably you did.
I don't know.
So was that breakfast, or did you guys like tootle around and like wait or plan your meals ahead of time, or were you just like winging it?
Winging it.
Smallest line, basically.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Mhm.
Okay.
And Cailey, what did you get? It looked good. Like lo mein or
Chinese
something.
place?
Yeah.
I have no idea. It was probably noodles or
It was
something. It was a
noodles.
lot. I remember. It was
Yeah.
a lot. I could not finish it.
I got chili dumplings
Mm.
because I love the chili oil here that has like a little lady on the front and it's red, but it's the fried chili in oil.
The
chili
crunch.
oil.
The
Yeah.
crunch. Oh, that's
Yeah, it has
good
like little
stuff.
peanuts in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I love dumplings too. And I was like, I'll just get their chili oil dumplings.
I put that on everything.
Yeah.
Like it's really good.
It's different there.
It's different there?
Yeah.
So is it spicier?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I am not.
You're like, I'll
about
take a crunch,
wasting.
and you're like piling it on, and then you realize
I
that's
thought it
came
was
with it.
delicious though.
It
but
was
Kaylee's
good.
like grabbing the big jug of water at the table and like refilling. And I'm trying to have a conversation with her. She's like,
hang
one
on,
second.
hang on.
I couldn't breathe. Like my lips were numb. I didn't want to be mean.
Did you yell more water and then throw it on the ground?
No.
Throw the empty one on the ground?
They charge you per like vessel because like I don't know, water is important. And
Everything costs money there.
yeah, and so I didn't want to waste these dumplings, and it was
Even
like
the elevators.
hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was drooling. I couldn't keep my spit
It was
in my
bad.
mouth. And then I was kind of like shaking as I was trying to get one of the pot stickers or whatever in my mouth, and I dropped it in this pool of like flaming red. And they had like white plates, tablecloths, and it like splashed everywhere. And I was like, oh my, like we're the Americans, obviously.
They don't clean those tablecloths. You could tell.
They were pissed because they were like, are you kidding me? What? They're pissed. But
They're going to have to buy a new one.
yeah.
'Cause they don't wash
They
them.
could flip it over. I don't
No,
know.
not if you soak through it.
Oh God, I felt bad. But that was like our meal, and then we like walked around and we finally could like check into the hostel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you had noodles? Were they good?
I thought they were. I think they were like glass noodles
Oh,
or
those are
something.
good.
Yeah, I like those.
So you saw Big Ben,
Mm-hmm.
and you had Chinese food, and then you went back to the room.
Yes, and then
We stopped at a few stores too.
Yeah.
Really pricey there.
Yeah.
Very.
yeah, well, yes, because I was freezing, and I was like, let me get a scarf.
You didn't bring a coat?
No, I was wearing my coat. And that coat is like my entire Instagram right now. That's all I wore. But so I bought a scarf, and then for the rest of the trip, I was like, I have to. This is a family heirloom. Like 40 euros is insane. And
That is a lot.
yeah,
actually.
they gave me a little enamel pin with it. But
That's nice. What was your first impression of London? Walking around, doing the sightseeing thing, going to Chinatown. Were you like, this is cool, or was it like overwhelming?
I thought it was really cool. Yeah. It's like America, but just a little more betterly economically structured.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
A little more European.
Yeah.
I liked it. I was a little overwhelmed because I've never been around that many people ever.
Yeah, that part of London can be very intimidating.
Everybody's there also for the New Year's Eve fireworks we found out or whatever. So
That's cool. So when did you go? Over end of December, early New Year?
we went,
January?
it was the 29th when we got to London.
December?
Yeah. And we left the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we wanted to make the most of it because
Right.
we are, in London. So we took a 3-hour nap after we went to Primark to get shower shoes.
Best nap ever.
Yeah. That was
I
pretty
bet.
good.
Yeah. You earned that one.
Once you forget about there might be bed bugs, you just drift right to sleep.
The
You know?
$500 a night place could have had bed bugs
Exactly.
too. You never know.
And we could have overslept there because Joe or whatever did, and he had to fly anyways. So then we woke up, and I will say the cool part about hostels is that what they lack in fanciness, for lack of a better word, they make up for in group activities and community. So we went to, it was like a speakeasy. It was like a regular bar on top, and then
It was a gay bar.
a gay bar.
It was a gay bar. It was so cool.
That's cool. So you
They
guys napped and then you went out with the group from
Yeah,
the hostel?
in our airport clothes.
And you're in the same clothes you wore.
Yep.
From,
we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
From Cincinnati. Still
Yeah.
the same outfits.
Yeah, but it was really interesting, and we got to meet new people. We met some guy from Germany. We thought they were a couple. They were not. They were just both from Mexico. And then a girl from Australia.
She worked there. London is their New York for Australians. She was like, my mom went to London and my grandma went to London, found work, and I just want to do the London dream. Very Hallmark. And
That's crazy. Is it because Australia is part of England? So it's part of the empire. It used to be part of the empire. So that's what they look up to is the big city.
That makes sense.
The most cosmopolitan city of that country.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have thought they would be Sydney or.
Well, she was working and living there, which I don't think I could do that. At least not that hostel, because she had 17 roommates, mixed gender, and she was cleaning toilets, and some of her shifts would be because it's 24 hours, which
That's
is
a
also
lot of
nice.
work.
Yeah. But she was a sweet girl, and the gay bar was really fun. They had like, it was a
Good drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a Broadway something. They flew people in from America that were professional singers, and they sang stuff from like Broadway musicals.
That's cool. So they put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
yeah.
How'd you end up going there? Just because the group was going there?
Mm-hmm. Well, you
neat.
get in for free if you go with the hostel. But then they like halfway through the walk, they're like, okay, we need to split up into groups of 4 because they don't like to put more than 8 people in at a time, or 4 people in at a time. They won't do 8. And we were like, okay. So then we had to like kind of like go in pairs. But I love that they have coat check everywhere in Europe because then you don't have to like have the weight of a coat when it's like €1.
And then I bet you slept good that night.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
too good.
Okay, I was
No,
going to say,
yeah.
because that's your first actual like night there.
Yeah.
Your schedule's all messed up. Your body's all like off kilter because it thinks it's a different day or
Yeah.
time. So you must have been
I
like,
think I was up till like 4 a.m. just like talking on a stoop to my mom because it was like 7 o'clock here.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
We stayed at the hostel till like 3 a.m. Or no, I'm sorry. We stayed at the bar until 3 a.m. And
Which for you is like midnight or not even. It's like 10 p.m. So you're like,
Yeah.
you're
You were
ready
wide
to
awake.
stay. And everybody's like, please go home now.
No, I mean, we had to stay for all of the performances, I feel like.
It
We
was
were checking
really
in with
good.
each other to see like if we wanted to go back and we didn't. And the performances were, Christmas is very drawn out there.
oh
So
yeah.
post Christmas, they were singing, what is it? Partridge in a Pear Tree. What is that song? The 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay. That's a long song.
Yeah. And they were assigning parts to everyone. What was that guy's name?
Oh, I don't know. John or something.
It was definitely 2 syllables. It was like Christopher. But
Matthew.
It
was
yes,
Matthew.
It was Matthew. There was like this group of guys in front of us, and they were really into it, and they assigned Partridge in a Pear Tree to Matthew. And Matthew would get up every single time and do a little bird dance. But on
okay.
the final one, his little arms. He was very into it. And Matthew liked to yell and like snap and clap in like their faces and stuff. And Matthew was getting a little crazy. But
A little much. He's
yeah.
pushing the envelope.
But then at the end, he does Partridge in a Pear Tree, and he gets up on, they had poles. He gets up on the pole and he puts one leg on the pole and one leg down, like very ballet. And he's doing like Partridge in a Pear Tree. And then the main guy who was like introducing everybody went, "Great job, Matthew. I do believe we saw your partridge and your pear tree."
Hello.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to see that on your first night in London, or maybe you do. I don't know. That's exciting.
It was great.
It's something there. You're like, okay, there you go.
Best experience I've had
Okay.
at a gay bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Only
Good.
experience.
Yeah.
Best and first and best.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they put on some great performances, and then you stumble back to your hostel and you crash hard.
Well, we
No.
didn't know when you get a shower again, so we were like, might as well shower in our Primark shoes and just get everything together for tomorrow. I lost my key. It was an electric key, so I was using Cailey's, so I waited for her to come back so I could let her in because she let me use her key. And that was like 4 a.m. So I thought instead of setting an alarm, I'd set a timer because we had to meet across the street at 5:15 a.m.
Wow. So you were going to sleep for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to guess how this worked out.
We had like some kind of connection because I remember gasping, waking up, and I see her hand come down from the above bunk.
From the bunk bed.
And we grabbed hands. She's like, "We're late."
And it's like noon.
No.
It was 6. I think
Oh,
6:15
No,
or
it was,
something.
it was 5:15 the time we were supposed to be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you should have just stayed up. If you'd got home at 4, it should have just been like
But we were tired, even after our
espresso
nap.
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we got all of our stuff. Our bunk bed was across from the door. So they give you like these lock trays basically, and like you pull them out. But every time we pulled it out, it hit the door. Everybody probably hated us. And it's like, like you
Oh my God, those Americans.
a lot.
They're so loud. They're both named Cailey, and they're both annoying.
It's like hostels set you up to be inconvenient.
But you're
felt
saving
evil.
$150 a night. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All
And the
those
bed bugs are
friendships they
free.
made.
So-
Yeah.
And those friendships are made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Now
the
they hate
friendships we made along the way.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're late for this thing the next morning. Where are you trying to be?
Royal National Hotel.
Okay, so you're going to go to the Royal National Hotel at 5:15 for why?
To check in. So they
Oh, okay.
weigh your bags. They check your passport because we're going from London to Paris.
So wait, you're in London one night?
Yeah, 21 hours.
Are you kidding me?
So we tried to make the most of it. I think we did.
You literally were in London. That's it.
We got fish and chips too. I forgot. Those
It
were
felt
good.
like longer though.
Hello,
Yeah.
Governor. You had 21 hours to be there because you're telling me you're like the next morning you're up to meet at the hotel because you guys are heading together with a group to the airport or something?
To take a bus to France.
We took a bus to the
the
ferry
docks, yeah.
at
Oh, yeah.
Dover. Which
I
is
just
beautiful.
assumed you would fly, but I guess you could take a bus. So you had an early morning bus you had to like make.
Yeah, and they you have to like check in and everything. So I called our trip leader. I think trip
Quiva?
leader. Yeah, her name was Quiva.
Matthew?
No,
What if he was in charge of your cruise?
that'd be
oh
my
fun.
God. Well, I loved Quiva though. No hate, no shade to Quiva, but Matthew needs to pursue that.
He would have made it more interesting.
Yeah, but Matthew was not going to wake up at
No.
5:15.
He was still up, probably.
Yeah, Matthew was probably still on that pole.
Yes, with his 12 Days of Christmas song. Still
Yes.
going, probably. He's probably still going now. He
Yeah.
might still be there right now performing.
Yeah, but yeah, so then we sprinted. There were other girls. I think Contiki, that's like one of their hotspots for meeting. So another trip was meeting there. So there's some other girls I noticed in the same boat across the street sprinting. So we were sprinting. Kaylee's
So is
rolling.
Contiki just for people that are late?
No, I mean, I don't. We really love sleeping on the coach.
Hello.
But yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So it's a travel agency that specializes in people that should have gotten here 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. So I called Quiva and I was like, "Are you guys already gone? Like we already spent the $600."
How do you call?
I called her through GroupMe.
So did you have your phone? You guys had your phones with you, but
Oh,
did
yeah.
their phones work? Like could you call people?
Yeah, it
on
was
these-
$12.99 a day for me. But
Oh, so you had a special plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. You do
We
that
should
ahead
have
of
just
time?
used WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people use WhatsApp when they're
Yeah.
traveling.
yeah, I should have done that with my parents. but-
$12.99 a day?
Yeah. Well, I called
That's
them
like
on
4
New Year's Eve, too.
scarves.
It's what?
Four
Four
scarves.
scarves.
You could have gotten more scarves if you'd have done that.
Dude, that scarf was rank after that I insisted
Yeah.
on wearing it.
Was it soaked in beer and whatever?
Yeah, soaked in
crunch.
smoke. But yeah, so we made it eventually. Quiva was like, "Don't worry, like I can't do an Irish accent."
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
That was actually pretty good, but that
Thank
sounds
you.
British, not Irish.
Yeah. She was very sweet. She was like, I want to say she's like 5'10".
She was very
And
tall.
she always wore heels and she's very put together and she knew what she was doing. She was a great leader and she's only 23, 24.
I
Wow.
will say she had the vibe and everything. She was good at getting everybody hyped up, but she didn't know where she was going once
Yeah.
we got to Paris.
And then she'd be like, and I will leave your ass. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
So
Yeah.
you get on the bus and the bus takes you to Dover and then you get on a boat?
Yep. Big
That's
boat.
cool.
It was a really cool. It would have been a better experience if we weren't so tired by the time we got on the ferry.
Did you sleep on the bus at least?
All we did on that bus was sleep.
I tried to sleep most of the
Oh,
time.
It sounds
Yeah,
like you're
we had
trying
to
to
do
sleep
that
places and it's just hard.
Icebreaker on the
Oh,
bus.
that was. I love meeting new people, but it was not the time. I thought I was gonna lose it.
Oh no, they made you like
Switch
a
seats.
like a speed dating kind of thing where
Yeah.
you're like make a new friend and
Yeah.
you're like I want to sleep.
Yeah. Well,
Only-
we were woken up for that. So,
Yeah. Ooh, that's bad.
and our seats, like we had to move seats, so we were kind of still right next to each other. So they did like a rotating thing, and every time someone would get done talking to Kaylee, they come over to me and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm Kaylee. I'm from Ohio," and they'd be like, "Just like that, Kaylee."
Hello.
They did.
Yeah.
You never told me about that.
Yeah.
Are you guys twins?
Yeah. Well, we look so
Same
much
mom, different
alike.
dad.
Same
Yeah.
mom, different dad. That joke just keeps working.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot believe you were only in London for 21 hours.
Yeah.
That's insane. We're going to break this one up. So that's the end of this episode.
Okay.
We're going to take a break and we'll come back for the next part, which is Paris. I think. I
Yeah.
hope.
We
Yeah.
That's what we're hearing. Thanks everybody for joining us on this episode and we'll talk soon.